I have long believed that art doesn't live on a wall. My understanding of art is that an artist introduces something into the world, a painting, sculpture, or sound, for example. Someone else then witnesses that thing. As they take that experience into themselves, art becomes alive. It is not the artist, the artwork, or the public that is art, but the dynamic, the energy, the relationship that happens between them. With this in mind, I would like to share the way that I have experienced the Tuscan restaurant on Celebrity Apex. Before we even approach this restaurant, we are challenged by its name, Tuscan. It's not unique to edge-class ships. I have been to Tuscan a number of times on both Millennium and Solstice class ships, but they were different. On older ships, Tuscan is a specialty restaurant with its own special menu. On the Edge class, it is part of the four complementary main dining restaurants with a very different menu from its predecessors. For some people, this is the first challenge to our expectations. Before we even approach the restaurant, we have our previous experiences questioned. It is a signal that something new is upon us, and our assumptions may be wrong. As we approach the entrance, we can see an artwork on our left-hand side. Many will walk past without giving it a second thought. The Apex has an estimated 4,700 works of art on the ship. This means that in order to remain sane, even the most hungry art consumer has to shut down from time to time. Walking past this sculpture is a lost opportunity. It is by artist Billy Bond, who created a series called Perfect Imperfection, The Art of Healing. When I first saw it, I was struck by the relevance it had for me and so many others on the cruise. It opens the question of why are we here? Inspired by the Japanese art of kintsugi, the practice of repairing ceramics using gold, Billy Bond created things of beauty that were broken and repaired with gold. This creates layers of focus and attention. There is the original object, the evidence of trauma, and the beauty of healing that, in turn, creates more than just repair, but also creates the new. Compare this to the cruiser. There is the beauty of the unique individual, the trauma of life, of work, of tiredness, and then there is the cruise, the healing and restful vacation that also brings new experiences that helps them heal, but also evolve, develop and grow. We enter the restaurant and we are hit by a blend of stimuli. The most obvious and familiar will be the warm welcome given by the ever-friendly and ever-professional staff. They give us a level of reassurance that reinforces our expectations from this vacation provider. Our minds, however, are also being influenced by other aspects of our surroundings. As animals, it is natural that we should seek security when we feed. People tend to gravitate to familiar places. We find tables that we like, maybe a window view, a preference to face others and not have them behind us, a quiet corner maybe. This is helped by a conformity and consistency in decor, something one doesn't get in Tuscan. The soft wood and rich colours of the old Tuscan are not found here. Instead, there is unpredictable contrast of black and white. We know we are safe, but at some level we are prevented from becoming too relaxed. The room itself is telling us to remain alert. Should we be in any doubt about what sort of experience we are having, there's a sign that explains it: art. The decor may be mainly black and white, but our impressions will be far more than simple binary experiences, and we will play a part in that. The walls contained framed artworks, which also challenge us. Just as Billy Bond's sculpture contained layers of existence, so does the wall art. Many contain layers of interruption or concealment. In Billy Bond's work, we see the healed, but are encouraged to witness the scars. We have learnt that lesson, but the wall art teaches us something more. Here, the layers are not the broken and the gold, but are the human subject and the concealment. We can see parts of portraits, but we also see other objects or layers that conceal them. We may begin to search for this familiar hidden face. We may even be encouraged to empathize with them, to imagine what they see looking out. The act of concealment is actually leading us to be even more focused on what is being concealed, and then to explore further into that new world. We are now ready for the artwork we really came here for, the food. This is where all we have learned comes into play. Here we will be healed and nourished. Here we will get pleasure, not from precious metals, but from precious menus. Here we will experience flavour and texture, but also company and conversation. Here we will develop, learn and grow. Tuscan does, however, contain a sting. There is a reality within the room that may go hidden. We have done well and explored these layers in many ways and benefited from it, but life is not all positive, and we have human fallibilities and weaknesses. Look up, and you may notice words on the ceiling. You may even have read some of them. You may even have noticed a sense of romantic style in some of the words like beauties, love and perfection. If you were to read sections of these words, then you may notice some relevance. Beauty binds my soul. Love takes me captive. We clearly read. But to read them all together is to be reminded of our own mortality, and that this wonderful experience is not forever. We must seize it whilst we can. The words are a poem, The Doom of Beauty, by the 15th century Tuscan artist and poet Michelangelo Buonarroti. Choice soul, in whom, as in a glass we see, mirrored in thy pure form and delicate, what beauties heaven and nature can create, the paragon of all their works to be. Fair soul, in whom love, pity, piety have found a home, as from thy outward state we clearly read, and are so rare and great that they adorn none other like to thee. Love takes me captive, beauty binds my soul, pity and mercy with their gentle eyes wake in my heart a hope that cannot cheat. What law, what destiny, what fell control, what cruelty, or late or soon, denies that death should spare perfection so complete?